Hello and welcome to the fifth video in our series of T-CLOCS motorcycle pre-ride inspection videos. In this video we're going to be covering the inspection of our motorcycle's chassis. To begin, we'll start with the frame. Now the frame of the motorcycle extends for the most of the length of the motorcycle and it supports the entire thing. You want to just give everything a good look over. Make sure that there are no cracks and that there's nothing corroded on your motorcycle's frame. A good indication that there's something wrong is if the paint on the frame is lifting up or peeling. This could indicate a deeper problem that you should investigate further. Also, while you're inspecting the frame, you want to inspect the steering head bearing. Now this is where your steering column and your front forks are mounted to the frame. If this is loose and has any wobble to it, it could impact the handling of your motorcycle and cause an accident. So it's very important that you inspect that properly. Additionally, you want to check the suspension of your motorcycle, both the front and rear forks. Here in this photo you can see one of the front forks on my motorcycle. You want to make sure that these have smooth damping and that everything feels right and that there are no leaks coming out of it. When it comes to the rear shocks, again you want to check for smooth damping and that it moves freely and that everything is lubricated properly. Sometimes it's difficult to see that rear shock on hidden monoshock type motorcycles, but do your best to inspect that as well as you can. Additionally, if your motorcycle is chain or belt driven, you need to pay special attention to those, as they can break more readily than a shaft drive can and can cause either injury by launching that chain as well as a loss of all power while you're going down the road. So the first thing you want to check with both chains and belts is the tension. You want to check that on the bottom run. Typically on the swing arm will be a guide that tells you how much slack you're allowed to have from off center, and also most motorcycles allow you to adjust the chain tension as it ages. Make sure that your chain is within normal limits. If it's getting worn or if it's not lubricated properly, and that only applies to a chain, please don't check for lubrication on a belt. Then you may want to think about replacing your motorcycle's chain or belt. Additionally, you want to inspect all of the sprockets that you can see on the rear and make sure that everything looks good and that they're not worn or damaged, as that could indicate a further problem as well as causing problems in and of itself. Finally, while you're inspecting your motorcycle, you want to inspect every fastener that you can see. All of your threaded nuts and bolts, you want to make sure that none of these are loose or missing. Additionally, you want to check any clips that you know of and make sure that none of these are broken or missing. And also, most motorcycles are equipped with cotter pins that hold certain items and pins in place. You want to make sure that all of these are secure as well. No broken ones or missing ones. So this is a very important part of the chassis inspection, to make sure that everything is tight and fitting together well. This concludes this video. Next up is the side stand video.